Okay, welcome to today's video where I'm going to show you how to use therabands and rubberized tubing, whatever you want to call it, elastic bands, in particular to improve someone's golfing game via strength and conditioning, stability and flexibility training. This makes up a huge part of our golf performance course. So where we train in golfers how to play the game of golf better by improving their body. Right, so I've got Ben here, one of our trainers. He's going to be my demo guy. And we're going to run through sort of in order of more stability and postural correction. The exercises where bands like these are very, very handy because they don't provide too much resistance, but they provide enough resistance that can really enable stabilisers, which are usually the problem, to get really highly activated and engaged. Alright, so we're going to run through just this. I could show you about 2,000 exercises, by the way, but I'm going to show you probably maybe our top 10 going through the different stages of training. So first one we're going to get Ben to do, he's going to whack the band on his leg and we're going to do the clam. This is a great exercise for glute strength, and glutes, to be honest, probably 95% of the clients that I see have very, very weak glutes. So I'm going to show you the simple version, then how it starts to look more like a golf game. So Ben's just going to lie on his side and he's just going to lift his leg up. And we'll do that probably 5 times, 3 or 4 times, just to give you an idea. Normally people would do sets of like 2 to 3 times, about 15 to 20 reps. The different coloured bands, so the blue is the really tight one. This is sort of like a medium-sized one, probably better for females, this one. Alright, so now that we've got Ben in here, we're starting to improve. We've got him standing up because we want to improve his golf game. So golfers need great thoracic mobilisation, thoracic extension. Without thoracic extension, you can't rotate. Right, so we're going to incorporate thoracic extension while we're training his glutes in a sideways movement because the golf is played in that plane of movement. So, right, so Ben's going to start with his feet together. He's going to squat out to the side with his hands up above his head. And he's going to squat down, and he's going to step together, and he's going to do it again. And basically, he's just going to walk over that way. He's going to do one more and then come back towards me. And he's going to come back towards me. And we would do about, say, 15 to 20 steps normally of something like that. And he will definitely feel his glutes by the end of that beginning to work. All right, so this is how we would start to use the small band. If I had a golf club with me, which I'll show you in some of the other videos that we do have that, we'd actually get Ben hitting the golf ball with the band on. It's great for swing faults of sway and sliding, loss of posture, swing faults. These are excellent for getting the person to sort of have a lower body, upper body separation. All right, so now let's move into the upper body area. So we sort of focus more on the glutes. So we're going to use a different theraband. And very common and very simple way to get to use this, you just wrap it around a pole, feed it through, and bang, and the further out I step, the more resistance I add to the cable. Alright, so we'll get Ben to do the external rotation for the shoulder. So basically Ben's just going to keep his arm tucked in, and this is great, this is a typical physiotherapy exercise for a rotator cuff weakness. Alright, so we're training all of the external rotators that are really needed to maintain his posture, needed for the golf swing on the follow through as much as the backswing. Alright, so next part we're going to do with this is we're going to add like a weight shift. So Ben's going to move to his left with his stance a bit wider, and we're going to move. We're encouraging his transfer of weight. Alright, so he's learning how to weight shift, which is a critical factor for a golf player. One thing they really need to have. Next thing we're going to add to this is we're going to change the band. We're going to make it more performance-based. So we're sort of moving out of rehab into a performance-based. And if I'll hold on to this one. Actually, no, and this band is a lot stronger. Right, because it's a lot stronger, we can do much faster stuff. So Ben's going to wind up, get in his sort of athletic stance, and then he's going to shift his weight and do like what we call a wood chop move. That's it. One more. And then while we're using the same band, we're going to get Ben to face the front, and then do like we call a cable press. That's it. And you can add the weight shift to it as well, where he's coming forward. And then if you turned around, we could do it like a pulling action as well, so we incorporate different patterns of movement. Like I said at the start, there's thousands of these exercises that I could show you. There's also the other bands that we could use. Can you grab the orange one? The other ones we can use are great for helping you with stretching and mobilisation techniques. So hamstring stretches and stuff like that, these are really handy to use. And we use them all the time, especially in the rehab side of things, but especially for golfers because it helps us to get a lot of transfer through the core and getting this weight transfer all the time. Alright, so I hope this video helps you to understand how to use therabands for golf.